getting her hair ready for the wind before we brave the elements out there.
Prepping for battle.
We have 14, 15 knots of wind right now, and our little claw stern anchor did not work for nothing.
Yeah, it's set out over yonder, and it's currently our tail, our stern.
We set it towards that rock right there this morning, and obviously we are not in that direction anymore.
I think we lifted it up and carried it away. So we're gonna put the fortress together.
Mm-hmm. First time trying the fortress.
Yeah. Check it out. Let's see how she claws in there. Let's put it to the test.
Alright.
Just put together the fortress.
Yeah, so we're gonna go pick up the claw, take the chain and rode from the claw, and then we'll paddle the fortress back to where we want it to be over there, so that we can find this all night. Rocking and rolling.
Yeah, no
Bumming
thanks.
around.
Loving it. Kicking some din-din. As we slipped into the calm and peaceful oasis that we now called home, completely off-grid and getting plenty of solar power, we noticed our stern seemed to still be a little off, causing us to continue to sway against the swell. We tried to laugh and find balance while dancing, but the swell and wind all of a sudden started to increase slowly but surely, and we found ourselves really questioning if all the cruising YouTubes we have watched seem to forget this uncomfortable piece to what comes with the peaceful sailing life. You guys have no idea what to do. Is this what sailing is like?
Quack.
I don't know if you can tell, but our house is completely going bonkers. I feel like there's shattered glass somewhere. Connor's tools are falling all over the place. We tried to adjust our stern. We tried to adjust everything. We let the mainsail out, just the, not actually out, but like just the boom. Here we are, just bobbing. Oh, we're so tired. There's a part of us that just wanted to take off and just go to Long Beach. So we have to go there tomorrow anyways, but we wouldn't get there until like 3 in the morning. It's like 10 o'clock now. So we're bobbing. What would you do in this situation?
Bop around.
Ay.
Well, it turns out we're not real rock and rollers.
Hate rock and roll.
Yeah, we don't like it. We're more of the hip hop kind of folks. So we're gonna go to Long Beach with Snoop Dogg, and yeah. Nalvina's at the helm, taking great care of us. She's doing a great job. You can't see her, but she's there.
Half asleep.
Half asleep.
Here.
Well, we're back out in the wind, and it is so much better than being an anchor. I don't know if I'm a big anchor. Maybe I'm just a sailor. Maybe we should just do this round world trip in 40 days, like the world record. But it is a beautiful night. Sails are flapping a little bit, but we're doing all right. We got 3.5 knots going right now, and 8 knots of wind, and we're doing just fine. Pulling into Long Beach Harbor here at about 4:30 in the morning, and it is kind of a crazy place. There are so many huge ships out here, and they look like buildings, so it's really hard to kind of navigate and figure out where you are, especially when you've been up all night trying to get here. This is such a crazy place. So hard to tell where to go. Not like Oceanside Harbor, that's for damn sure.
Well, good morning. It is only 3 p.m. Don't worry, I woke up at 1. Well, the reason why a late start has happened today is because we ended up sailing through the night at about 10 p.m. We could not tolerate our anchorage anymore on Catalina at our favorite cove. We love that cove, and it was so sad that it was just very uncomfortable and very violent for the boat. Everything was rocking around, glass was breaking, things were spilling, and we finally threw in the towel. Connor said no more. There's no way either one of us are going to get any sleep, so we packed up, picked up the anchors, and headed out into the night, where we took turns being on watch every few hours and made it to Long Beach. And so happy that we did, because we're at a really beautiful Anchorage that's very calm. At this point, I don't know what I need to make myself feel better. I think a little workout, some sweat will help. Connor's just right back into it, just doing projects and cleaning up our boat.
Install more cup holders, I think, too.
What a stud. Well, great idea, because yeah, everything was rocking around like crazy.
They're
and
important.
They are important. I think we're gonna put our EPIRB up and maybe do some safety checks today. Later, way later, don't worry. Let's go try to make the most of today, at least what's left of it. Should have recorded this from start to finish, but hey, we're like halfway there. Pretty brilliant. From being there, outboard has lifted up off of the boom, and we're just about to drop it to Connor. There he is, getting himself set up. Now, I know this may look a little sketchy. I swear it's going to work great, but we tried to get the sea level outboard hoist straps, but we found out if you take the lid off of the outboard, there's a motor hoist ring that's much easier to clip into and seems much more sturdy. So that's the route we took. We're sticking to it for now. Woohoo! We got a nice little workout in, showered, and we're back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Connor cleaned up the boat super good, organized it while I was just snoozing in the sunshine, and then he kept on going as I worked out. And now that both spirits are high, we just have some dinner. We're gonna cruise into town, going to West Marine, Connor's favorite store in the whole wide world. Sun is setting. We got some new neighbors, the catamaran over there. This is home now, because home is where you park it. What are we doing now, Connor?
We are going to drop off trash, get some bolts.
Trash. Bolts. Is West Marine open, you think? If not, Connor's just always looking for an excuse to rip around on the dinghy. And I'm not gonna say no to that. Anchor alarm! We're dragging! Connor, why are we going so slow?
The outboard's acting funny. We just bought this thing.
We thought we were running out of gas, but uh-oh. Connor trying to tinker around, figure out what the heck just happened.
It's hard to tell. Especially kind of sucks because I don't know too much about fuel injected motors, and this is fuel injected. Jason assured us that that just means that it just never clogs, and it's great, you know, but we'll see about that.
Well, we just walked all the way to West Marine down yonder, and it was closed.
This one closes at 6.
I was just like, what store stays open that late? Apparently the one in Marina Del Rey is open till 8, so he just expected it was open. That's all right. We're gonna enjoy the walk. Hopefully the dinghy gets us home safe and sound. We'll be back tomorrow. Dinghy is
Fail.
fail, but it is moving, so that's good.
We're not battling yet. Let's call that a win.
To be continued.
Halfway win.
With the lights glimmering off of Island White, it made it feel like we were at a festival venue. Thankfully, unlike a music festival, it was quiet, the sea was calm, and we finally were able to catch up on some sleep. The mornings were spectacular. We were in awe of how glassy the water was, and both felt so rejuvenated from a few nights of complete sleep.
What you finding?
Well, we just were walking around cleaning up all the lines, and we found out that these bolts that hook up the boom were, one of them was actually missing, and the other 5 were pretty loose. So I'm just taking them out, putting some blue Loctite on them, and threading them back in. But you can see that one's pretty backed out right there. That's not me. That's the wind.
God's testing us.
Making sure we stay vigilant.
Yeah. Beautiful morning. Connor actually shaved his mustache. I actually put on some mascara. We don't do that very often. We're doing it because we finally got company. We have to see other humans. We get to see other humans. Connor's family's coming out today. We're gonna go pick them up at Ballast Point in Long Beach and show them our new lifestyle. Kiddos keep leaving me things. Got a pair of sunglasses. Now Malcolm left me a nice little bucket hat. It's a little small. Come on, Malcolm. Grow your head so you can leave hats that fit me. We're anchored so close to this boat. I'm scared. But I'm always scared. What's new? Oh, hello.
Cheers. Nice anchor cocktail.
That's what you do after you anchor.
Do you guys think we're too close to this boat?
Probably not. This hat is way too small for my head.
What?
It just looks... Every time I record you, it's just a beautiful light. You're like a little angel. There's so much sunlight just beaming over your shoulders.
Connor's mom made us some fresh biscuits, made a fresh smoothie. It's a berry blend, so it's very special.
It's very good.
So what do we think of our new lifestyle?
I think we're doing all right.
Yeah,
We're gonna survive. It's rough, you know, but
it's a rough life.
yeah.
We're sleep-deprived sailors, but we went to dinner last night and had the worst sea legs because Connor went so fast on the dinghy. But today,
We'll go
We're back
fast
on the
dinghy again.
it's the little things in life, and I've tried to shop back here, and I just feel like there's always those little bits and pieces I can't get. And good old school broom, and look at that, good as new. So we have not been very conservative with power because we just wanted to test these solar panels out. Connor noticed we are getting a little low.
Well, this morning we were pointed more towards west, and so we were getting really good sun on these panels and not very good sun on these panels, but when I flipped them up we didn't get any gain because the sun was still coming from this direction, and we were kind of getting a little bit of sun through the back of those ones. Now the wind has kind of shifted and the sun is directly behind us, so I might try and flip them up again, see if we can boost up our production here just a little bit. Right now 9:20 in the morning and we're making 158 watts out of, I'm assuming it's that side because the sun's a little bit more on that, and we're only getting 41 watts out of this, so that's not great. Let's see if we can bump this up a couple hundred watts.
Ooh!
Hand me that tuba.
I'm gonna use this fancy 2x4.
It's called the tuba 4.
The 2x4. There's a lot of things we don't half-ass on Alivo, but then there's a few things.
Musical instruments, we only have a couple, but we do have tubas also. I don't know if that counts.
No increase in power.
I mean, I think that's kind of a good thing, right? It shows that we don't need to do this.
Definitely a good thing for us, but good information for everybody who was telling us why were we putting our solar panels this direction versus most cruisers. You'll see them having them face up a lot of the times back here. We opted for this direction, which we love. So many benefits because we do sleep here, more privacy, safety. If we have kids, it will be a nice little safety feature of this is all kind of gated in, and then the other part of it is it looks like we get equal power, whether they're facing directly up into the sun or if they're sideways as is, just vertical, because they are bifacial, so they get sun both directions, and that reflection off the water is very nice.
So I just realized that as we're lifting this one up, we are also blocking half of this one right here. Now I'm blocking all of it because I'm in front of it, but yeah, so that's going to even out whatever we gain by doing this. So if we don't lift all of them at the same time, then it's no benefit, I think. Well, I hate to admit it, but I don't know if this solar setup's going to work, so we might end up having to get another panel and just putting it right back here. We'll just get the same size panel so I can still wire it in series to this. I think I can add one more to this series, and we'll just put one back there, so at least when it's like this we should be getting at least 170 watts out of that panel, because these ones right now are making, well, we got 236 on this side but only 40 watts on this side, so it would definitely, yeah, we can run out of power pretty quickly this way. But we're charging back up. We started at 12.2 this morning. It's only 9:38 and we're at 12.7, 12.8. So we're not doing too bad, but a little extra might help us get some warm water and be able to run the, coffee maker and stuff like that and not have to use the propane for that. So the more the merrier.
Excuse me, you forgot about me.
Breakfast check. Boat clean check. Connor tinkering around looking for ways to improve the boat. Check. Now we're gonna go get things to restock in terms of food and get supplies to make Connor's ideas come to life. Here we go. Okay, we got a venting session and we got to get this out of our system because we just got rolled up on by the lifeguards of Long Beach. Now Connor was going maybe a little bit quicker than he should have, but there were no other boats and we were in the channel coming in. So his wake was literally going to hit the rocks. No other boats. We obviously were gonna cut our speed once we are fully into the harbor because we know having a slip, it's very annoying to have boats passing by and rocking your boat like crazy. So we're gonna be respectful. But he pulled us over, asked us about our life jacket situation. I will take accountability for that. We only had one life jacket, and so immediately he starts to ask further questioning. And when we were telling him that our boat was anchored on White Island, he said that was illegal, and it is illegal everywhere, all the way down the coast of California to anchor, and that we need to have a slip everywhere we go. You know what I say to that?
That's BS.
That's BS. Oh, and the reason why this made me mad is the lifeguard said, he goes, oh, you guys are anchored? He goes, most of those people anchored out there. He goes, we have a big problem with theft. So he immediately associated us with anchoring, that we were bad people, that we were gonna come to Long Beach and steal, when here we are going to go get groceries and supplies for our boat. So we're literally boosting your economy here and helping. The only problem that I see with theft is their way of security around here. Connor was saying that the gates here are literally, you can open the gates from.
They're at waist height. You can reach over and just open the other side.
Yeah. Anyways. On a brighter note, I think we found the guest dog. We're here to get supplies. And no, we're not stealing them. We may not have had a life jacket. We only had one, not two. But hey, I have both shoes.
Let's get credit for anything.
Yeah, we should get some credit for bringing our shoes so we're not total hobos just running around stealing things from Long Beach. We just left West Marine in Long Beach and we were trying to get groceries and we just stumbled upon this beautiful little oasis.
Pretty nice little resource for while you're anchored illegally.
Yeah, if you're thieves, then this is probably the place to go.
Great place.
Should we steal now, Connor? Alright, we're trying to find Whole Foods. Right there.
There we go.
Found it. Hope we can afford what's in this Whole Foods.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise we might have to steal.
Pants for me, man.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, I was gonna steal them. I ain't got no money. I don't know what I did. I bled the lines. I bled 2 of the injector lines. We saw fuel coming out of them, but then we tried again, and it still didn't work. Didn't work right away, but I also, didn't hold it for very long. And then just now, I just held it clicking for 5 seconds or so, and it started up. So maybe there was just a little bit of air in the fuel lines. Hard to know for sure, but it's running now. It's just a little bit worrisome because that's never happened to us before. Not sure what it was. I'd rather know what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly, but either way, we're running now, so let's get out of here.
Newport Beach. The winds are on our side today, and we are going downwind. We got the main up, and Connor's gonna get the Spinnaker up. I don't know if you can see on camera, but that is a halo around the sun. Pretty cool. We just had a fellow cruiser come by and say hello on his boat. He is also sailing down to Mexico, so we just made a friend. What up, John? We're super stoked to have met you, and I'm sure we'll meet you soon along the way.
So watch this and give us your analysis. What do you think we could have done better here?
happened?
Oh, that was crazy.
Okay, autopilot off. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you could kind of see on there, we attempted to get the Spinnaker up.
Not the best idea. We've done that once and we got 17 knots of wind right now. Probably not the best idea to try and practice in this kind of wind.
Connor was on deck trying to manhandle the Spinnaker. I'm just seeing the lines going everywhere. I had no idea how to help. All I could think of was turning upwind, right? We stuffed it down in the V berth. And holy I cannot believe that just happened. That was so gnarly. And then our furling line, I think Connor put it in a little off and it started unfurling. So can you imagine that? Our head sail almost came unfurling out with the Spinnaker all discombobulated in the air. And for a moment I for sure thought Connor was also going in. I was like, oh, how is that? How are we gonna figure that one out? With sails going everywhere, 3 of them potentially, and then Connor overboard. Whew, we made it. All right. And I just dropped the camera. Hello, hello, you still with me there? Hello, YouTube. Do you copy?
We hope you left us a comment with your feedback about our Spinnaker ordeal. But for us, we reflected on these few things. We should have tied down the bottom of the sock. We should have walked the Spinnaker lines on the outside of the jib sheets, although the jib sheet was the saving grace that kept the sock from flying up. And we probably shouldn't have attempted to fly the Spinnaker in 17 knots of wind, especially since this was our second time flying this Spinnaker. But you live and you learn, and here we are back to the sailing the way that we are familiar with.
Oh gosh. Sorry, babe. Sorry, babe. My fault.
Are you driving already?
Yeah. Premature.
That's how it's done, folks.
Okay, hopefully we didn't break the camera. But we are just approaching Newport Beach. This is gonna be our new home.
For the next 2 nights,
For 2 nights.
we'll be hobnobbing with the rich and famous in Newport Beach.
Come get your autographs. Arf, arf, arf. Alivo coming into Anchor. You copy? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say
Sailing
copy.
vessel Alivo.
Sailing vessel. Newport Beach Harbor is a sailing vessel Alivo. I don't think it's working. Am I not pressing the right button? Uh-oh. It's not working.
It's not working. Did we break our VHF already? Good thing we got 2 backups.
Radio check?
Well, that's our first radio experience. They might not be there. Nobody's home.
Turns out they were on channel 17, not 19. So if you ever come into Newport Beach, remember that pro tip.
I am so sorry to break it to you guys, but the last 7 months has just been such hard work, and we've been waiting for this moment to sail around the world, and we gave it our best effort. We are not even a week in,
This is terrible.
and this is terrible. I think we need to quit. Super sad. Does anyone want to buy a Alivo? Anchoring has been really hard. Connor almost died putting the Spinnaker up today, so I think we're done. I think we're tapping out.
Back to Harley's and working 9 to 5. And...
Yeah. Just kidding. Psych. No, obviously we have hit a lot of little bumps and challenges along the way, and we feel literally sick because we had a few nights of just absolute no sleep, complete madness. But we made it into Newport and
still alive.
Yeah, we're still alive. Just hoping we don't go to JLO because we anchored here. And on our navigation, and a friend who lives out here said that this is a new anchorage that we can utilize, but there's nobody out here besides us that's anchored. Everyone else has a slip and $1 million boat. And here we are with our gas cans and our solar panels just trying to blend in. Oh, our solar lights are coming on.
Time to go home.
Okay, time for the bedtime.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We have survived. Mwah. Good night. Farewell, friends. Arr.
But with